you sabotaging your life, especially with the food choices that you make? Barbara Williford here from East Texas, your faith-inspired lifestyle coach for health and happiness. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know about you, but it's raining at my house, and I am so excited that it is raining. How many of you have rain at your house and you are doing the happy rain dance? Drop the rain emoji in the comments below. Thank you so much again for watching. If you are a replay viewer, give me a shout out so that I know that you are here. Okay, people vary when it comes to diet change and change in their eating habits. And some people are ready to take a plunge right in and make all kinds of changes right off the bat. Completely change cold turkey. And for others, it simply doesn't work that way. Sometimes other people need to take smaller steps that work better for them. And when it comes to low carb eating, people really start to feel the benefits when they get under their particular carb level. But you can still benefit your body by edging towards a lower carb way of eating and not take the full plunge. You can take baby steps along the way. So I have 7 steps to help you cut back on carbs using baby steps. Okay, number 1, stop drinking sugary beverages. Now, I'm not just talking about sodas, although you need to cut those out as well. For those of you that do drink sugary beverages, there's a lot of negatives to them. Most sugary beverages have very little nutritional value, and they don't do a good job of filling you up. For example, if you had 100 calories of apple juice, you're going to be left feeling hungrier than if you had eaten 100 calories worth of an actual apple. So, therefore, with sugary beverages, you are going to be more inclined to eat those empty calories. So, type a 1 in the comments below if you think this is a baby step you can make, cutting out those sugary beverages. Number 2, start eating more vegetables. Surprised? Don't be. When people usually greatly increase the amount of vegetables they eat, especially when they are beginning a low carb way of eating, it tends to help them feel better. It helps fill them up. So my recommendation would be start with this first. So which vegetables do you start with? Not the starchy ones, not the corn, not the potatoes, but the non-starchy vegetables, such as your greens and your cauliflower, your avocados, your mushrooms. In fact, most vegetables do have a lot of usable carbohydrates. If you are eating your veggies, drop your favorite veggie emoji in the comments below. Number 3, start eating more fat. Now, I can hear everybody cry and protest about eating more fat, but hear me out, okay? Yes, people who eat a diet that's lower in carbohydrates usually eat more fat. And believe it or not, this is a good thing. Fats fill us up. It makes us less likely to overeat, especially in conjunction with consuming less carbohydrates. We need fats for our bodies to run smoothly. And there is absolutely no reason to think adding good fats in your diet is a bad thing. Now, I'm not talking about running out and eating a whole pizza. I'm talking about good fats. And we're going to leave the debate about saturated fats aside. You can add good fats such as olive oil, nuts, avocados, fatty fishes, and flax seeds. But bacon sure is yummy too, isn't it? So type bacon in the comments below if you agree. Okay, number 4, make sure that you're getting enough protein. Check your protein intake to make sure that you are getting enough. And don't be afraid to experiment and add more. The National Academy of Science actually says that we can safely eat up to 35% of our diet as protein. And if truth be told, protein is self-limiting, and in other words, it's really hard to eat too much. Okay, number 5, go for quality over quantity. So as you're increasing your vegetables, you're increasing your proteins, your healthy fat, cut down on portion sizes, especially if you have high carb foods. Did you know in Italy they only eat about a cup of al dente pasta with one meal? Just because that restaurant down the street loads up that plate with all that pasta doesn't mean you have to eat it all. And that's not even a good portion size. About half a cup of potatoes or half a cup of rice is a standard serving size. So get used to getting out that measuring cup and measuring out your portions. I love roasted potatoes with onions and olive oil, and even though that's a high carbohydrate vegetable, I still can eat it if I just eat a half a cup. That's all I need. Okay, number 6. Choose brown over white. Select brown rice instead of white rice, and eat whole wheat bread instead of white. Also, when possible, eat your grains whole instead of ground up into a flour. Some people find that a no white diet is easy to help them come back on carbs. You know, no potatoes, no rice, no white sugar, and no white flour. Is that helpful? Okay, number 7, here we go. Pull a switcheroo. So start substituting lower carb foods for high carb counterparts. So try a high fiber, low carb cereal instead of a pasta. Have a package of nuts at the movies instead of popcorn. Try some low carb recipes to replace high carb favorites. I know I go to Pinterest and I can always find a low carb alternative to one of our favorite foods, and our families love eating these low carb meals. And as you make these changes, pay attention to how you feel. You may feel that you need less food. You may realize that you're dropping inches and you're dropping pounds. You may find yourself with more physical energy and more mental focus. And these are all going to be signs when you cut the carbs out of, when you're starting to go towards a low carb diet. And if that's the case, you may want to check out Low Carb Food Pyramid and keep adjusting your diet. Keep taking those baby steps until you feel at your personal best. So I hope that you found this information as valuable as I did. Which baby steps are you going to take for a healthier, more energetic, and more alert you? Drop those in the comments below. And you know, it's great to learn new information that's going to help us on a daily basis, especially helping us get our lives a little bit healthier. And just as I've shared this information with you, there may be someone that you need to share this information with. So go ahead and hit that share button at the bottom left of the screen and help someone prevent a sabotage on their life and their diet. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a blessed Transformation Tuesday.